Tonight, one of the biggest names in professional wrestling facing stunning new accusations, including sex trafficking over several years. A former employee accusing WWE founder and former CEO Vince McMahon of physical and emotional abuse, sexual assault, and trafficking at WWE. In the lawsuit, Janelle Grant, who worked there up until March 2022, says McMahon texted her, quote, "I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to expletive you." Grant's claims include sexual acts involving defecation, restraint, and aggressive use of sex toys, and that McMahon forced her to have sex with him and other men at the WWE headquarters in return for job security.
Well, some of you may know by now, it's been reported that Vince McMahon has been accused of sex trafficking. The alleged victim is a former staffer for the WWE, and she is breaking her silence as to what happened. And in this lawsuit, it gives great detail to what allegedly happened back in, I believe, in 2021. So I'm going to read this article here from the Wall Street Journal highlighting various things in this lawsuit. But first, I want to say that I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers, commentators, people on Instagram, even wrestling related, start saying, "Oh my gosh, Vince's legacy, what's going on? The end of Vince McMahon." They have their whole their picture on YouTube, the title, and is this the end? It's over. It's so gruesome, graphic, blah blah blah. Have we forgotten Amber Heard, Johnny Depp? Have we forgotten Christy Blasey Ford, whatever her name is, Brett Kavanaugh? Have we forgotten all these false accusations, Duke Lacrosse? Have we forgotten all of this? I mean, how short is our memory? Now we're just going to believe because the Wall Street Journal and the details in a lawsuit. Oh, it happened. Oh my gosh, it happened. Really? We're just going to go and jump and believe it again. I thought that this whole Me Too thing was dead. Dead. After Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. But apparently a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people in the news media, a lot of people on Instagram are quick to make a decision, are quick to just cast judgment. Me, I am waiting. I'm waiting. I'm not trying to get clicks. I'm not trying to get caught up in YouTube's algorithm to get subscribers, to get likes. I am just observing what's going on, and the truth will eventually come out. Now, yes, Vince McMahon has stepped down from TKO, which is the parent company of WWE. Kevin Dunn, who has been in WWE for decades, 30 years, I believe, he is out. Stephanie McMahon stepped down from WWE. So there's a lot of moving and shaking going on in WWE. Okay. However, Triple H is there. So while there has been some shakeup, and of course this lawsuit broke, I am not quick to say that Vince McMahon is guilty. I would rather wait and see. Wait and see. I believe that's how it should be. Innocent until proven guilty. Or have we forgotten that? But let's go through this article. It's rather lengthy. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm going to highlight key points in this article that lays out what's in the lawsuit. And as I read, I'll give you my 2 cents. But before we begin, please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below. What do you think is going on with this whole thing? And what do you think will happen to Vince McMahon's legacy? How will be affected by this? The Wall Street Journal. Vince McMahon accused of sex trafficking by WWE staffer he paid to keep silent. Janelle Grant files lawsuit saying McMahon pressured her into sex with him and other men at wrestling business, raising questions about 2022 board probe into CEO's payouts. January 25th, 2024. A woman who received a payout from WWE boss Vince McMahon has accused McMahon, the company, and a former executive of sex trafficking in a new lawsuit that raises questions about the breadth of an internal company probe conducted by a law firm last year. Janelle Grant, a former employee at the wrestling firm's headquarters, said in a lawsuit filed Thursday that she was abused and sexually exploited by McMahon while he was chief executive. She alleged that McMahon lured her with promises of career advancement, and then he allegedly exploited her and trafficked her to other men inside the company. Grant signed a non-disclosure agreement in 2022 in which McMahon agreed to pay $3 million for her to not discuss their relationship or to disparage him. The WWE received an anonymous tip in 2022 about the relationship and started a board investigation, which uncovered other payments by the CEO to women. Grant's lawsuit said McMahon stopped making payments under the 2022 deal after initial $1 million installment. The suit seeks to void the agreement and unspecified financial damages. Now, I want to say something before I continue. Just because someone decides to pay off somebody, in this case, $3 million, to the alleged victim, okay, does not mean that the alleged perpetrator actually committed a crime. Most of these agreements are just to make this go away. They don't want to go to trial. They don't want to blow it up. They don't want to be on 24/7 news cycle. They don't want to upset their family, their friends, their stock price, all those things. They just want the problem to be quiet and go away. And a lot of people just pay these people off, even though they're innocent. They pay them off to go away. The lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene, made-up instances that never occurred, and a vindictive distortion of the truth, a spokesman for McMahon said. He will vigorously defend himself. Now, this is Janelle Grant here in the picture, as you can see. Now I'm going to skip down to this part here. The lawsuit filed in a Connecticut federal court describes in graphic detail Grant's account of interactions with the businessman and TV personality. She alleged that McMahon and another WWE executive locked her in an office in WWE's headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut on June 15, 2021, and took turns sexually assaulting her while other staff were working. In the middle of another workday on June 23, 2021, McMahon locked Grant inside his private locker room at WWE's offices and forced himself on her over a massage table, the suit said. Later that day, McMahon's personal assistant delivered $15,000 in Bloomingdale's gift cards to Grant in her office. The suit also includes screenshots of explicit text messages that McMahon allegedly sent to Grant. A May 2020 message said, "I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to F you." Grant alleged that McMahon shared nude photos and explicit videos of her without consent with other WWE employees, unnamed executives, and stars, and directed her to have sex with them. The suit cited a July 2020 text that said others at WWE wanted to have sex with her after seeing photos of McMahon's phone, and the group laughed when he told them she may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a C down her throat. Grant alleged the board's investigation was a sham. She wasn't interviewed by the board's special committee, and it didn't request documents, even though she said she would cooperate, the lawsuit said. It alleged that the company diverted attention away from McMahon's abuse by forcing on the accounting for the payouts. Others at WWE knew about McMahon's misconduct, but worked to conceal the wrongdoing, according to the suit. Amy Callis, a lawyer for Grant, said the WWE was well aware of McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time that they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership. She said her client hopes the lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. Grant's lawsuit alleged that she met McMahon in March 2019 after an introduction from a manager in her apartment building. McMahon lived in the penthouse of the same building, and Grant was looking for a job after her parents had died. During meetings that were supposed to be about the job, he greeted her in his underwear and repeatedly asked for hugs. Then, the suit said, he pressured her into sexual activities in return for employment and warned her to stay quiet about their interactions. Grant began working in June 2019 as an administrator coordinator, a position McMahon created for her in WWE's legal department. She said she expressed concerns that the job felt unearned, but McMahon told her that all she needed to do was not tell anyone, that it just has to look legit. Colleagues complained about overflowing inboxes, but Grant had little work. Meanwhile, McMahon allegedly sent her sexually explicit messages, and his sexual demands increased. He forcefully used sex toys on her, including dildos he named after WWE wrestlers, causing her bruising and bleeding, the suit said. Grant alleged that she complained to McMahon and made attempts to end the relationship. In March 2020, McMahon began sharing sexually explicit photographs and videos of Grant with other men, including other WWE executives and a former UFC heavyweight champion with whom WWE was actively trying to sign to a new contract, according to the suit. In a May 2020 encounter, McMahon defecated on her head during a threesome, the suit said. Her mental and physical health deteriorated so badly that McMahon sent her in November to a celebrity doctor for sessions at an alternative clinic where she never received any receipts or bills. McMahon also paid $20,000 to a surgeon on her behalf, the suit said. McMahon recruited people to have sex with Grant as well, including WWE's former head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis, who is named as a defendant in the suit. McMahon directed her to visit Laurinaitis at his hotel rooms, where she had sex with Laurinaitis prior to the start of workdays, the suit alleged. "I've left the hotel feeling bad about myself every time," Grant told McMahon. So now to bring in John Laurinaitis into this, John Laurinaitis, he was that guy who would say that future endeavors line. I can't play it here because WWE is very strict with copyright, but he always had that line, and I think he's married in real life to the Bella Twins' mother. So now they're bringing him into this. So now it kind of widens, not just McMahon. It goes to the Bella Twins as well, because now Laurinaitis is in the lawsuit, named as a defendant. I still stand by what I said in the beginning of this video. In May 2021, McMahon allegedly told Grant that her presence in the legal department was holding up the hiring of a new general counsel for the company, and thus transferred her to the talent relations department, reporting to Laurinaitis. McMahon and Laurinaitis started her in a lower level position, but promised that she would soon be promoted to vice president, the suit said. McMahon controlled her professional and personal lives and subjected her to degradation, according to the suit. In a 2021 encounter inside the WWE office, the suit said John and Laurinaitis forced themselves on her and took turns restraining her for the other, while saying "no means yes" and "take it B." Laurinaitis, a former wrestler known as Johnny Ace and a longtime WWE executive, he was also Animal's brother, mind you. Animal passed away a few years back. Road Warriors, for those who don't know, left the company in 2022. Laurinaitis hasn't publicly commented on his departure. Laurinaitis didn't respond Thursday to requests for comment. In June 2021, the suit said McMahon instructed Grant to create personalized sexual content for a WWE star that he was trying to re-sign. The suit didn't name the professional wrestler, but described him as both a UFC fighter and WWE talent. People familiar with the matter identified the wrestler as Brock Lesnar, one of WWE's biggest names. Sable, of course, now is involved because they're married. UFC is involved because Brock was a UFC guy before going to wrestling. Endeavor is now involved because Endeavor owns both the UFC and WWE. Dana White's involved. You see the web that's growing here? All the just touch here. Leave no stone unturned. No stone unturned. Again, you guys may have an opinion. You guys may be listening to me and thinking that, okay, it's over for Vince. He's everyone knew this about him. And it's no secret that Vince slept around. He cheated on Linda numerous times. Everyone knew it. Stephanie talked about it on the Howard Stern show. Vince McMahon talked about it himself on the Howard Stern show. So it's not like it's a secret, okay, that Vince slept around. High executives, guys in Vince's position, it's not unheard of that he stepped out of his marriage, okay? But is this true? That's the question. Is this allegation true? Lesnar didn't respond Thursday to requests for comment. The suit said McMahon shared the explicit photos with the star and informed Grant that he likes what he sees. After the star agreed to a new WWE contract, McMahon texted Grant in August 2021 to say the part of the deal was effing you. That December, McMahon gave Grant's personal cell phone number to the WWE star, the lawsuit said. The wrestler asked her to send a video of herself urinating, the suit said, and after she did, he called her a B. That same month, the suit said the star expressed a desire to set a play date, but a snowstorm disrupted his travel plans. In January 2022, the suit said McMahon told Grant that his wife, Linda McMahon, had discovered the relationship and he pressured Grant to sign an NDA in exchange for payments. The CEO warned Grant of reputational ruin that included pornographic content he had of her. He paid her about $1 million in February, the suit said, and later stopped making the payments. After Grant signed an NDA, McMahon continued to abuse. According to the suit, it alleged that he forced Grant to perform oral sex on him the last time they met, and then attempted to traffic her to the WWE star in March 2022. She texted the star explicit photos as directed by McMahon, but they didn't meet, the suit said. The lawsuit seeks a judgment that the NDA is invalid under state and federal law, and compensatory and punitive damage under other laws, including the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. Well, again, I'm waiting until all the facts come out. All the facts. Now, I was listening to the Don, Tony, Kevin Cowsell show the other night, and they had said a few things. One of them being that if this woman, Janelle Grant, settles with Vince McMahon, that will turn her into the villain. That all these Believe All Women, women's groups that are behind her in this lawsuit, they will turn on her if she settles this lawsuit with Vince. That's number one. Number two, we have to wait and see until all the facts come out. For all we know, she could have been into this stuff. She could have been into this kink or what have you. We don't know. Vince has texts himself. If she has text messages from Vince, obviously he would have text messages as well. And who knows what she said to him? We'll find out in Discovery. Everything will come out. Okay. Will this ruin his legacy? Maybe. But a lot of people have a very short memory. Okay. And again, if she does settle, I wouldn't be surprised one day Vince walks out in his walk, if he still can. I mean, he is up there in age, and he'll get a standing ovation because there are people who will back him no matter what. So I don't think his legacy is trashed for the rest of his life. I don't think so. Now I think he's done working at TKO. Maybe. Well, maybe even that. Maybe he'll even come back. I don't know. Right now he'll stay away till things quiet down. But forever, I don't know. That's hard to say. WWE without Vince, who knows? But you see other people like, again, the Eric Bischoffs, the Dutch Mantels, saying, "Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous." Oh, we all know Vince. Vince is the type of guy that'll make poop jokes and I feel so bad for this girl. What happened to her? Oh my goodness. Already siding with this girl, in my opinion. Already. We have to wait until all the facts come out, then make an opinion. That's me anyway. You are free to make your own opinion. You probably have Vince on your hate list. I don't like this guy anymore, whatever. That's fine. Leave a comment below, get the conversation going. But that's where I stand at the moment until further news comes out. I hope you enjoyed what you heard. Please, again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until the next one, take care.